The MrBeast situation just got a bajillion times more yes happening. He freaking announced his own theme park, which I did not even read this closely. It's apparently in Saudi Arabia, but let's just read it, Jimmy time. Next week, Beastland and our brand new theme park opens. I feel like this is not well written, but it's definitely not well read. Hold on. Next week, Beastland, our brand new theme park opens. We built custom games and modules after our videos that don't exist anywhere else in the world. Largest prize wall. Sounds like some bullshit he'd say, TBH, and it doesn't mention Saudi Arabia, so that makes sense why I didn't know. This looks super cool. You get to go in and pretend you're on MrBeast show and get MrBeast time, and I don't know, dude. Looks like shit, Jimmy. I will not be attending, but hell yeah. This is the game Tower Siege from my famous video, Tower Siege. 50 people go up a tower and suck each other. Okay, drop zone, very exciting, very exciting. I can't even bother to read this. Where does he finally mention it's in Saudi Arabia? I didn't want this to be like a typical theme park. Thought of things from the first principles and created games I would love to play. Saudi Arabia? We book? Unbelievable. I want to play. Okay, so he doesn't mention it at all. I guess legally you're not obligated to mention where the theme park is when you announce it. People are excited. MrBeast reveals Beastland theme park in Riyadh. You guys remember Riyadh? Shout out Ebb and Flow, dude. Riyadh is where the comedians famously recently went to potentially cover up Saudi Arabia's history that we can all agree is bad, and we'll learn more about why in the beginning of this video. I only watched the beginning, but he had the facts. Shout out to this guy.
He is going to be doing a MrBeast theme park in Saudi Arabia. This is on the part of...
Just kidding, guys. Like I already said, I will not be going to the theme park. I am not the problem. Let's focus on Jimmy here.
Saudi Arabia, part of the same project that they've been trying to do to build out their sort of global cultural appeal, to try to bring in tourism, stimulate their economy, as well as move away from being an economy that's solely dependent on their oil exports.
There's nothing inherently wrong with that, dude. Freaking, it's good to not have all your eggs in one basket. If you were running a country, you might do something similar. However, what about the atrocities, you may ask?
So they're trying to diversify, they're trying to present themselves.
That's what they don't want to tell you, I guess.
And this was recently a major controversy when it came to a bunch of comedians who had accepted offers to do comedy shows for this big festival.
Like Bill, I Love Money Now Burr.
They were having.
Guy switched up.
Which is directly funded by the Saudi government. That turned into a much more controversial thing than I think any of those comedians expected. It was a thing that people are still talking about and were talking about for weeks, because, you know, these are guys that talk about free speech and speaking truth to power, but all of them were willing to take money directly from the royal family of Saudi Arabia. And so that is how this entire...
MrBeast will take money from anyone. He famously did a live stream with, who was on there? XQC was on there. Mark Cuban was on there. Everyone from Shark Tank. Fucking, I don't remember who was actually on there. It was Aiden Ross, MrBeast. XQC, a real meeting of the minds, and they just sat on stream and called everyone in their phone and said, can you give me some money?
Their project to build out their cultural exports is being funded is through the royal family, directly top-down government style. And the purpose of that
doesn't sound sexy at all.
To reestablish Saudi Arabia on the world stage, not only as a powerhouse of cultural exports or place to go for a great time, but also to sort of whitewash the legacy of human rights abuses, jailing and murdering of journalists, etc., some of which has taken place recently.
Yeah, I certainly don't agree with the murdering of journalists at all. I think that's probably pretty cucked behavior for a country to participate in. As something of a journalist myself, I will be staying home and mocking MrBeast theme park from afar for fear that I might be taken to task.
And to try to move on from some of those things and legitimize themselves as a state without really putting behind any of those archaic practices. So that's why these comedians that did the Riyadh Comedy Festival were asked by organizations like Human Rights Watch to say something while they were there about the jailing and murdering of journalists and human rights abuses of Saudi Arabia. That would have been the way to use that platform responsibly.
They weren't allowed to do that. They were contractually obligated not to do that, and that was a no-no.
So now, as part of a separate show, but similar project, which is a part of this festival.
Allegedly. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't sue me.
Riyadh season, which, like I said, is a part of the larger Vision 2030. So MrBeast basically has a deal to do a temporary theme park in...
That's so trendy.
Saudi Arabia, which ties his brand in with the brand of this project that they're doing. When asked why, he said because he has fans all over the world, and the Middle East, or Saudi Arabia, is the middle of the world and would allow a lot of people to come. That's obviously bullshit. He did it for money. He did it because they are throwing
a lot of people will just be able to come from there.
Money at these different content creators, comedians, and
I have a hard time believing that the majority of MrBeast fans are not American and therefore fairly far away. He does have fans everywhere, yes, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just ignorant.
And entertainers
I need
of
the
all
numbers.
kinds to get
What
them
up,
to
Gillian?
participate
Typical
in
Friday.
these festivals that they're doing.
Dude, typical Friday, I'll say. MrBeast pulling the fucking wool over our eyes again every week with this shit. Just kidding. He's been squeaky clean for at least 2 or 3 weeks now.
And probably ultimately get them to participate in creative projects that are being created inside Saudi Arabia as a way to legitimize them in the entertainment space, but also present more images of them that are favorable, which I'll get to a little bit later.
Guys, like the stream.
MrBeast is an obvious contender to do something like this. He creates these huge projects all over the world. He does have an enormous audience all over the world. He's got like 445 million subscribers on YouTube right now, which is insane. And he consistently is willing
to... So like 400K or 400 million of those is probably American, and then the rest is probably spread out between, you know, I'm just kidding.
To throw exorbitant amounts of money at certain projects, seemingly just for the spectacle, just for the exploit, just to get it on camera, and then move on to the next thing. He's perfectly comfortable operating like that, and he has created this model where a lot of the money that he gets through these YouTube channels, and a lot of the money that he is putting into these actual videos, is going either towards various causes, random people supposedly doing things like building, reforestation, cleaning up trash in the ocean, etc. I mean, he has charitable organizations that are putting money directly towards these things, and a lot of that money is money that comes from YouTube channels, his own and one that he set up specifically for these charitable causes. So
what about the Saudi Arabian theme park? Where does that money go to? What charity? I'm on your side, Jimmy.
The bigger these projects that he does, and the more egregiously successful they are, then in his view, not only is that more wealth that he's amassing.
Maybe he said the charity already. He'll probably say it again.
But it is more money that he can put towards various charitable causes. And the story goes with him that the first brand deal he got like $10,000 for it, and he immediately gave it away.
Various charitable causes, like my fucking bank account, baby. Cha-ching.
Somebody, I think he made a video about it, probably. And ever since then, he was more obsessed with the idea of like finding ways to intertwine this YouTube entertainment with giving away money to people. Obviously, his major concern has always been YouTube, optimizing his YouTube videos and creating the most addictive possible YouTube content to grow tremendously and be the biggest YouTuber. He seems to have a singular obsession with the platform of YouTube, and
I disagree. He's also into Reese's peanut butter cups. He's also into burgers and Lunchables and a bunch of other stupid shit, banking. And apparently fucking corrupt theme parks. So shout out to this guy. I will link the full video freaking in the video description. But there's another MrBeast video I want to show you guys. This is by Fire, MrBeast, Emperor of Emptiness, dude. Let's hear about how MrBeast feels nothing and is nothing to me. Just kidding. I love Jimmy. What's going on in the Saw room?
I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't hate MrBeast. I don't love MrBeast. To me, MrBeast simply exists, which is strange.
Why'd you put him in the chair if you love him so much?
Because I usually have strong opinions. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have strong opinions about MrBeast. It's just that when I sit and think about them...
You got poop flavor?
I just don't care. And that vexes me. And I don't like being vexed. If you have access to the internet, you have at the barest minimum heard the name MrBeast. If you use YouTube, you have seen his content. If you have...
Well, it pisses me off when people don't know who MrBeast is. Like, bro, where the fuck do you... You're not in a different country than me. I'm talking about, like, my siblings, like, my family. How are you gonna look me in the eye and just say, no, I don't know who that is? What? You're not putting in the effort here. You need to go online and fucking open your eyes, because everyone knows that guy.
Amazon Prime, you have been against your will advertised his show. If you have Instagram, you have...
It just feels like you're lying to me, okay? Or vexing me, perhaps, and I also don't like to be vexed.
MrBeast edit. I have unconsensually seen MrBeast's face more often than my own children's. That's because my wife took them. The point is,
Millennial
Chungus? MrBeast 2, MrBeast Gaming, Beast Reacts, Beast Philanthropy, a combined total of 600 million
What does vexed mean exactly? Now you're gonna make me get smarter and look it up. Fucking son of a bitch. Of a problem or issue. Difficult and much debated. Problematic. So, annoyed, frustrated. Okay, that's probably how he meant it. And that's how I feel, so it makes sense.
Subscribers on
What up,
YouTube,
Kevin?
77 million followers on Instagram,
I'm
and
learning about
33
Jimmy
million
drama.
followers on X, the Everything app. With all of these followers, you would assume that Jimmy B.
Guys, I don't think we should ironically call it X the Everything app. That's just doing what he wants and adding another layer of irony. No, we can't go that far.
is the most beloved person online.
Let him sit
and
in
you
it.
would be wrong. From the outside, it would seem like MrBeast is getting into controversy every 10 seconds. Some of it deservedly so, and some of it from people who huff paint recreationally.
Yeah, whatever happened to Dogpack 404, dude? They ran him off the internet with the Jimmy lawsuit. Poor fella. He really thought.
So
He really thought he was going to be the one.
Controversial. Why does his content leave no impact? Does he deserve the criticism? And why does it seem that no matter how much he gains, it is never enough?
Because it's never enough, baby.
It's so small and deflated.
I don't like this, dude. I'm not pyrocynical. I'm not that type of reactor.
There is no chef. The delicious, healthy meal that I just consumed.
Okay, this is an ad. A very funny ad. Haha.
Into a beautiful masterpiece.
And AI slop thumbnails that change every 5 milliseconds in order to maximize engagement. It's lab-grown and genetically modified to cast the largest possible net in order to indoctrinate as many children as possible into the Beast army.
Oh,
It wasn't always this way. A long, long time ago, in ye old 2016, there was a much...
It works on old people, too. I turned on the MrBeast show on Amazon Prime and just sat my grandma in front of it for a while. I don't know how many episodes she watched or if she liked it, but...
Your era.
So, guys, we did it.
We get to fully leafy.
Vape Nation.
What's going on here?
And MrBeast...
Have I been hit in the head? I've seen those clips before, but they weren't always this blurry. Whoops. Ow.
went by a name we no longer
Also have... Okay, never mind.
speak. MrBeast 6000.
I won't roast your
He was
decor.
edgy,
That's
he
not
was
why we're
cringe,
here.
But he had a personality. Now, don't get me wrong. It wasn't good content, but it was charming. He then abandoned the commentary scene and moved on to what I would classify...
Did he do commentary at one point? I missed that era, if so. I only know Beast Reacts and Beast Gaming.
...as doing random shit. He would throw...
Oh yeah, Sonic Rumble did come out. Should we play that today, boys?
random ideas at the wall to see what stuck. Counting to 100,000. Giving a random homeless man $10,000. Bleach bottle flips. Cops call.
There's a cop. I think he's watching me.
Yeah, my favorite MrBeast video that is actually watchable is Rocket League in real life because it has Rocket League in it. Which I reacted to 3 years ago, and it did not do well.
All right, speaking of Rocket League IRL, there's been something I've wanted to react to for a minute, and I'm just gonna do it while I'm thinking of it.
It's MrBeast, slow motherfucker. Holy shit. No wonder it did so bad. I didn't know what I was doing.
Ruined YouTube? Go! I start out by shouting the title at you because I would never fucking lie!
6 seconds, he ate all the hot dog.
Well, fast forward to a couple years later. He lied.
There's nothing worse than being deceived by an influencer's title, and I wouldn't do that to you!
Facts.
The MrBeast.
All very different videos, but with the same focal point. Jimmy himself. But over time, one particular style of content
Guys, if you like the video, I'm annoyed at my own self.
lonniedos.
Sick MrBeast?
began to overtake Jimmy and his personality. Money. Giving people money. Challenges for money. MrBeast having lots of money. Now, I am not a bread tuber, although I am cuckold. But having and spending money in and of itself does not make engaging content. Private island,
I'm sorry, police? I need to report somebody.
Lamborghinis, Teslas, yachts, Gordon Ramsay. It's all spectacle. And the problem
Uncle
is that when your
Roger.
content is only spectacle after
Okay, I'm taking the piss, but there's low-key so much editing in this. Good job on that. Also, I guess I'll move my camera because I'm covering up the Feastables poop flavor that I'm sure you put a lot of work into. There you go.
after a while, it is no longer spectacular. So yes, it is impressive that Jimmy Beast, a random guy from Kansas, was able to accomplish all of these feats by simply posting videos on the internet. But now that you have normalized this type of content and fundamentally changed the way YouTube videos are created and consumed, it is no longer impressive. Yes, I get it, you have money. Very
Has his beard always been drawn on the whole time? Holy shit. That's crazy.
fancy.
Chat, is this
Now
real?
do something captivating with it.
Bro look like Linus the Tech Tickler. He's some Linus Tech Tips from Temu with those earrings and the beard.
What he does? story-based content. What?
Is that a little
So,
fella
according to
from
Jimmy,
Schedule 1?
his video's main focus is on story.
Storytelling. Focusing on the story.
I just noticed we're investing over $30 million into YouTube videos this month. Plus, the storytelling in them is on a whole new level. Team's crushing. Can't wait for you guys to see how crazy.
How much of the millions goes to the storytelling department?
These videos are.
You got R.R. Tolkien working on the fucking plot board back there? I don't know. Is that the guy? George R.R. Martin. Whatever. Some author or some shit.
That's storytelling.
You guys get it?
When people are like, oh, Jimmy's not a good storyteller, he just knows how to manipulate the YouTube algorithm. It's like,
That's correct.
come on. You got to spend a couple years, some of us, it takes a decade, like me, to refine your skills and get it where you're actually a good storyteller.
I feel like I'm a pretty good storyteller.
I mean, like, in the most lenient way possible, he does tell stories, I guess. In the fact that something happens in the video. But, like, once upon a time, I fucking put 100 people in a room and sat them there and this happened is not, like... I mean, the way I said it sounds pretty story-like. Actually, it checks out. But I'm saying, in the most... what's the word? Charitable way possible. I'm not fucking MrBeast, okay? I'm not a philanthropist. I don't remember charity all the time.
So I want to do a lot of that.
I lost my train of thought.
I know how to do storytelling.
But you will notice on the MrBeast channel that Jimmy is not really part of that story. He's just the host, and not a very good one, might I add. So if we're not learning the lore from the Beast Bible, or anything from the Beastlings, other than that they're unfunny, then whose tail are we chasing? Well, there are generally 4 types of videos on the MrBeast channel. Beast and the Beastlings going to a place and hanging out, poor people money challenges, Beast and the Beastie Boys doing shenanigans, and expensive show and tell. We can just
This is a certified hood classic.
That looks like awesome.
throw out Beast Abroad and the Beast Buddies doing shenanigans because there is no story there. It's just people without charisma doing nonsense. They'll go to a place and spend time at the place for an arbitrary amount of time, and there will be lots of screaming.
We just got dropped off in the middle of an abandoned city. We are now stranded on this deserted island. We just got dropped off on this 2,000-year-old ancient.
This is a certified hood classic.
Fuck you, Spider-Man!
I regret everything I've done.
And for the shenanigans, it's more of a Mythbusters for Zoomers, except the myths are things that nobody was asking to be busted. What happens if you put a Lamborghini in a shredder?
I don't know.
It's probably gonna get shredded. I crashed a train into a pit. What's gonna happen? Probably gonna crash. My doctor tells me that I shouldn't be pooping blood. What does that mean?
That was fucking disgusting. I hope you guys understand why I have to vape during this video.
Pure spectacle for the sake of content. Now, the other 2 content types we could consider
like me, boys.
story-driven if we stretch the definition of story about as far as KSI's hairline. The expensive show and tell can be considered a story in the sense that there is a linear progression going from a $1 thing to an expensive thing. Otherwise, it's just Jimmy and Co. doing shenanigans again. So the only content that I in good faith can consider story-driven
That's Zoomer slop. As a millennial chungus myself, I don't see the appeal.
is the poor people money challenges, where Jimmy will take a person and psychologically torture them for our entertainment. Now, I will see people online attempt to say that MrBeast is evil and is exploiting the less fortunate for profit and content.
That's
and
right.
Yeah, who cares?
Everyone
It's
does that,
entertaining.
I
I can
thought.
excuse using someone's death in a video.
I mean, not me.
For a
People
dramatic
with
moment.
employees
When you
and
play sad
businesses?
music and have long shots of the contestant crying. In time-lapse footage of a stormy sky. A little bit on the nose with that one, Jimster. But I
geeking.
draw the line at claiming that just because
Your Honor, I'm geeked.
you're doing these things, that you're telling an interesting story that is worth watching for the story itself. It is a cheap manipulation of the viewer's emotions and appeals to the lowest common denominator of 10-year-olds.
Imagine getting banned from Beastland before it opens. I saw your asses on the paper.
Person is poor and sad. And then they want a MrBeast video. And now they're happy. That means that I'm happy.
Very good editing on this video. Very good editing. Cannot stress this enough. Good job, guys. Fucking sub to this guy, I guess.
Like and subscribe.
These stories aren't interesting or innovative once you learn that they're basically the same. The MrBeast Poor People Olympics format is as follows. MrBeast screaming, person must stay in a place for a long time while doing challenges. Person
Cruelty Beast, dude. I freaking played this game one time and it made me dizzy. But I should try it again. It was very weird looking. But this is a funny parody What's it actually called? Cruelty Squad.
We'll talk about how much they love
Cruelty
their family.
Squad Busters. Did you guys see that game got shut down? Supercell strikes again. R.I.P.
Person will almost give up despite the challenge being extremely easy. Person will win money. Now notice how I said person and not someone's specific name. That's because their name doesn't matter. They are not a person. They are a prop used for content. Good old, wholesome, family-friendly content, which leads to the contestants being extremely bland. From the way I'm describing it, MrBeast content is garbage and completely unwatchable, which could not be further from the truth. It is extremely consumable.
You got Rocket League on Steam?
But as soon as the video finishes, I remember nothing. Almost as if Ginny has sucked the memory directly from my brain. It is content in its purest, most edible form.
Oh no, it's cross-platform, my bad. That was golf.
And it is fine to consume that content, because I'm a little piggy, and I love...
Actually, I was just leaving. Holy fuck, what? Huh? What? Huh? I think I'm done here. I think we're done here. The point was, MrBeast has a theme park now, and it's in the Riyadh place, more importantly. So I don't think he's necessarily a hypocrite because he hasn't, like Bill Burr, spoken out against performing such financial endeavors and whatever. But, you know, it's something to think about when you see his chocolate bars. Are you gonna go to MrBeast land? Like the video and let me know. Fuck!